The music industry is always changing, and it can be hard to keep up with the latest news. That's why we've created this video to give you a rundown of all the latest news from the music industry. From the latest Snoop Dogg and Eminem single release to Toni Braxton's Cut, we've got you covered. Kicking us off, Snoop Dogg, Eminem released surprise new song From the D to the LBC. Eminem and Snoop Dogg have joined forces for a bi-coastal new song, From the D to the LBC. The fast-talking single arrived with a music video directed by James Larice, which switches between live footage of the rappers and an animated world where they transform into bored ape-looking avatars. The rappers shout out their respective hometowns on the track, apparently putting to rest any territorial beef. Put your doobies high if you reside in the 213. Let's see them blunts raised. They rap. Whether you are on the east side or the west side of the 313, let's see them guns blaze. The single follows Eminem and Snoop's collaboration earlier this year at the Super Bowl 51 halftime show. The star-studded performance brought the pair together alongside Dr. Dre, Mary J. Blige, and Kendrick Lamar. It's also Eminem's second new song this month. The rapper recently reimagined Elvis Presley's Jailhouse Rock in the new soundtrack single from Baz Luhrmann's Elvis film. The song, The King and I, mashes up Presley's iconic track with a modern beat and features a chorus from CeeLo Green. On the song, Eminem draws comparisons between himself and the King of Rock and Roll, referencing that they both got criticized for stealing black music. Snoop Dogg, meanwhile, released collaborative LP The Algorithm last fall. The 25-track compilation record featured numerous artists, including Usher, Dave East, Jadakiss, Fabulous, Mary J. Blige, Ice Cube, E40, Wiz Khalifa, and more. It also showcased a collaboration between Snoop, Ice Cube, E40, and Too Short, also known as the supergroup Mount Westmore. Next, Afrofusion star Burna Boy reveals Toni Braxton receives 60% of royalties from Last Last. Nigerian artist Burna Boy made a surprising revelation about a song from his latest album. On Sunday, July 3rd, Burna, born Domini Ugulu, appeared on Gilly the King's $1 Million Worth of Game podcast. In the over 1 hour interview with the international superstar, Gilly and co-host Wallo267 chopped it up about his rise to fame, family, and his single Last Last, released in May. The Grammy-winning artist told Wallo about his desire to use Toni Braxton's 2000 hit song He Wasn't Man Enough in a sample. After discussing the track, Burna divulged that Braxton collected a hefty paycheck, 60% of the royalties from Last Last. He didn't swear her cut, insisting that he just wanted a bomb track, and the single gave what it was supposed to give. Burna even hoped to meet the Breathe Again songstress one day, but she has taken 60% of the shit, so I'm not even complaining. Hopefully she even pops out to one of the shows, he said to Wallo267. The two hosts continued to talk to the Afrobeats artist, asking him about his meteoric rise to fame outside of the continent and selling out New York Madison Square Garden. Burna expounded by saying he viewed himself as a global artist and not just a son of Africans. When you know that your purpose is bigger than any one place or person, then you begin to take life like that and see life like that. Burna, who just celebrated his 31st birthday on July 2nd, shared what it was like for Drake to admire his artistry in 2016. Moving on, Afrofusion star Burna Boy reveals Toni Braxton receives 60% of his royalties from Last Last. Ray J and Brandy have an unbreakable bond. To celebrate their strong brother-sister relationship, Ray J recently commissioned tattoo artist Alexei Mashkov to ink an artistic portrait of his sister's face onto his leg. Full leg tat. I had to start with my best friend. He happily captioned the big reveal on Instagram. Seemingly impressed by the artsy tribute, Brandy responded to the IG post with a row of heart emojis and the word bro. Last year, Brandy seemed equally impressed when her brother tattooed her name on his arm with a font that paid tribute to her 1994 self-titled debut album. The singer shared via Instagram, "This is real love. I couldn't have asked for a better brother. I love you, Ray J." According to Ray J, this is just one installment of his leg artwork. The recording artist explained in the caption of his video that he intends to get his whole leg tattooed with music, love, scriptures, the vocal Bible, family, ghosts, positive words, and themes. Real gothic-like. In his words, fans can expect to see this holy leg in the near future. We definitely look forward to seeing the finished result. Next, singer PP Arnold claims Ike Turner sexually assaulted her in new memoir. Soul singer PP Arnold is sharing a sensitive and personal experience that she endured in a new memoir titled Soul Survivor, where she makes claims that musician and producer Ike Turner raped her in the mid-1960s. In an interview with British outlet The Telegraph, Arnold, who started her career as an Ike-ette with the Ike and Tina Turner Review in 1966, says Turner trapped her in a room and assaulted her. What can I say? It was awful. I despised Ike on that level, but I didn't know how to express myself, she said, adding that she also held a grudge against Turner because she didn't know how to process her anger at the time. Iconic singer Tina Turner famously accused Ike Turner of physical abuse during their marriage. The biopic What's Love Got to Do with It was adapted from the 1986 autobiography I, Tina, and depicts Tina Turner's physical, psychological, psychological and sexual abuse at the hands of her then husband and bandleader. The film starred Angela Bassett as Tina Turner and Lawrence Fishburne as Ike Turner. The couple was married from 1962 to 1978. Ike Turner died in 2007 when he was 76 years old. Arnold went on to have a successful solo career in the UK with hits like The First Cut is the Deepest and Angel of the Morning. She released her last album, The New Adventures of P.P. Arnold, in 2019. In other similar news, R. Kelly remains on suicide watch in prison. Lawyer claims it's unnecessary and punitive. Disgraced R&B singer R. Kelly remains under suicide watch in a federal prison following his 30-year prison sentence for sex trafficking and racketeering. According to Entertainment Tonight, Kelly was placed on suicide watch following a psychological assessment after his sentencing. ET obtained a court filing where Assistant U.S. Attorney Melanie Spike claimed Kelly's current life circumstances undoubtedly bring emotional distress. He is a convicted sex offender who has been sentenced to spend the next 3 decades in prison. She added, in the immediate future, he faces another federal criminal trial in Chicago for charges related to child pornography. However, one of Kelly's attorneys, Jennifer Bonjean, said in a statement that keeping Kelly on suicide watch is unnecessary and punitive, adding that Kelly was not and is not suicidal, although perhaps that is what they are trying to accomplish. Notably, they refused to hand over the assessment that allegedly justifies his status and claim that the courts have no ability to review the decision. It may seem that BOP is acting entirely in secrecy. Kelly remains in a New York lockup and is still facing charges in Illinois and Minnesota, which include aggravated sexual abuse, child pornography, enticement of a minor, obstruction of justice, prostitution, and solicitation of a minor. His next court appearance is in Chicago and will begin this fall. Finally, hip-hop joins Lil Wayne in celebrating the Carter 18th anniversary. Lil Wayne is undisputedly a legend and an icon in rap and hip-hop. To honor his reign in the game and for putting down a slate of classics that culture hasn't seen since, Mr. Wheezy F Baby is taking fans down memory lane to celebrate his 4th studio album, The Carter, turning 18. The Young Money founder took to Instagram to reflect on the album's impact on the culture, admitting that he was unsure how it would be received at first, but was confident that the album would become a classic. 18 years ago, I had no idea of what you'd think about this album, and I was worried about what it'd do, but I never doubted what it would be. He wrote, a classic, a living legend, a beast, a jewel, a part of me and you forever. That part. He ended his celebratory tone by thanking his loyal fans for their support, saying, to every fan that's been a member of this Carter family, ain't shit without ya. He said, famous friends and supporters like Big Sean chimed in with praise and commentary, with the latter writing, love you bro, thank you. The first entry in the famed Carter series came out on June 29th, 2004, when the Nolans MC was only 22 years old. It debuted at number 5 on the Billboard 200 and spawned singles like Go DJ, Earthquake, and Bring It Back. Produced by Cash Money Beat God, Manny Fresh, The Carter was certified platinum in September 2020 and was followed up by 4 sequels, and The Carter 6 may be next. Wayne previously announced that he was working on a 6th installment in his beloved series. Unfortunately, guys, that's all the time we had for today. Make sure to like and follow for more great content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.